welcome to the first Aitken Aitken Cohn Staff Spotlight. And very happy to have Gina King joining us. Gina, can you tell us what your official title is for the firm and how long you've been with us here at Aitken Aitken Cohn?
Well, my title is currently Client Services Specialist, which is a pretty befitting title because I really start from the beginning stages of talking to potential new clients, and I kind of bring them into the firm and get them settled with their attorney. I've been working with the firm for over 20 years. Initially, I used to do medical record summaries for the attorneys. And then I transitioned into the office, and then now I'm there full time and do quite a few different things for the firm.
Kind of the jack of all trades.
Kind of, but you know, there's a lot of needs that come up for potential clients. So I'm happy that my background allows me to help them with lots of different issues. So I think it's a really good fit.
Tell me a little bit about your background and how, like, where you went to school and how it kind of how it does fit with the firm at Aitken Aitken Cohn.
Well, I originally wanted to go into medicine, and I have a bachelor's of science from UC Irvine in biology, and I have a minor in Spanish because I felt that I would need to speak Spanish in order to practice medicine. Also worked at several local hospitals in the emergency room and the ICU. So I got a lot of medical background, and then eventually I used that background and got into law, and so I use that. I'm able to review, you know, a lot of the medical information that we have. I'm able to discuss clients, what particular issues they're having with their medical problems. I also know things about billing, so I feel like I offer clients a lot of different resources, and I'm also able to speak Spanish when necessary. So I'm able to, you know, afford our clients a lot of information.
Well, great. So tell me a little bit more about yourself. Like, where did you grow up? Where did you go to school? Tell me a little bit more about Gina.
So I was born locally in West Covina, went to high school in Diamond Bar, and then just went to UC Irvine for undergraduate. Then I did get my paralegal certificate from the University of San Diego, which was a postgraduate program. And I wanted to be able to use my medical background with law and kind of mix the two. And so I have kind of the perfect position being able to do that. I still get to live vicariously through the medical part of things, but also apply it to the legal, my legal services.
You know, having that medical background, how have you found that advantageous to help clients and work with the attorneys at the firm?
Well, initially, it was really being able to outline all of the injuries that a client would have. So oftentimes, you know, they'll have lots of different injuries, say from a catastrophic accident. And a lot of times it'll just get down to the basics. Oh, you know, I broke my leg or what have you. But there's a lot of other little things that go into it, and being able to know what to look for in the medical records, to be able to emphasize those, just to make sure that we accurately have all the information available to us to convey the extent of the injuries and how they've impacted them, you know, just much deeper level, and how the things are intertwined. So I think that is really helpful. With respect to potential medical malpractice cases, I do have a background, so I can ask them the appropriate questions. I'm able to find out what information we really need to investigate a claim. So I think that's really helpful. Part of the thing I always think is interesting is I know what's not in the medical records. So oftentimes we'll get medical records and I'm able to say, they haven't given us this, they haven't given us that, which sometimes can be critical depending on the type of case that we're looking at.
For sure. Hey, what is can you kind of run down what your normal day looks like at the?
So I'm primarily responsible for talking with potential new clients. So those would be clients that reach out to us either by phone or through the internet. And so I talk with them to find out exactly what their needs are, to see whether or not it's something that our firm would be able to assist them, or if they would be better served with a different attorney or a different expertise in law. So I get the information, I review it with a reviewing attorney, and we make the decision to see where they would best be served. And we always try to make sure that we get the clients into the right place. If it's something we're not able to assist them with, then we always try, and we're pretty resourceful at that, getting them to an attorney or another resource that would be helpful for whatever needs they have.
So when someone calls the firm, they're most likely speaking with you. Isn't that true?
Correct. Usually with me, and I also share with another colleague here at the office, depending on the volume of calls.
So when you were kind of, you know, figuring out what your career was going to be, were you always interested in the law? Did you have other interests as well? Or how would you characterize that?
No, I think my primary focus was medicine. I geared everything in my life for a career in medicine. But at some point, you know, I wasn't sure I wanted to go to school, you know, that many years to become a doctor or what have you. And so I ended up getting a position. I actually interned with a personal injury law firm. And then my first job was with a law firm that did personal injury. And I really got a nice little niche in that area because I did bring all of my medical background with me. So that was really helpful. And then from there, I was able to actually launch my own little consulting business, reviewing medical records. So I was able to do that. And then eventually came, you know, in-house here. But I think it's really kind of marrying the medical background with the legal training that I've had that makes it a really unique role.
What have you found your most satisfying aspect of working for Aitken Aitken Cohn?
Well, having worked with the firm for over 20 years, I just have the utmost respect for the attorneys for whom I work. I think it's an excellent firm, and I believe our motto says exactly the type of firm that we are. We do take a personal interest in all of our clients. We are there for them for whatever is necessary, very compassionate about their needs and expectations. And I just think it's a very excellent firm. I'm very proud to be part of the team here at Aitken Aitken Cohn.
So when you're not working, what are you most likely doing?
Well, I'm kind of an investigator by nature, which goes to the paralegal background. So I am doing a lot of genealogy work. So that kind of takes up some of my spare time. And I do have two sons that are in college, so both of whom want to go into law. So we'll see if that happens. So just assisting them in getting to where they need to go. Like to do a little bit of traveling if it's possible, and then other than that, I like to be outdoors, bicycle riding, or, you know, things like that.
What are some of the, I guess, things you characterize most interesting things about you? How would you answer that question?
I think the ability to speak Spanish is pretty unique for me. I'm fairly fluent in it, at least, you know, educational wise. So I think that's pretty unique about me. And I think all of my life experiences, I feel like I've, you know, done a lot of things. I've been in a lot of different aspects, you know, community services, community organizations, again, having the medical background and the legal background. So I think I bring a lot of different expertises or, you know, experiences to the table, and it, you know, it makes for, I'm able to help our clients well. I feel like I'm able to offer them, I can talk to them about different things based on my background.
You know, Gina, I got something like literally this morning that I want to read to you. It says, it's from a client that just resolved her case. It says, "We are now more relaxed and enjoying our quiet 4th of July weekend. We wanted to let you know how much we've appreciated your personal and caring guidance through the legal labyrinth over the past 2 years. I'm sure by now you're aware that our legal case is settled and the formal mediation process has yielded a significant settlement for us. You directed us through the details of the legal process with tremendous professional knowledge and skill. Your inputs and thoughtful counseling have given us comfort during our journey through the uncharted territory of the past 2 years. You filled in the blanks for Rich in such a way that we always felt comfortable with the details of how to successfully proceed through each step in the process. Again, thank you for all your caring and knowledgeable assistance. So Gina, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great. I think for people going into a legal matter, a lot of people don't know what that entails. And so what I try to do is make sure that everyone feels comfortable. They know what to expect, what's going to be happening, what they need to prepare for. And I'm always there. A lot of times the attorneys may be in depositions or hearings or trials. So I'm really one of the more accessible people at the firm, and I always, I'll give them my cell phone or my email, and I'm available to them pretty much 24/7 just to assist them. And with this particular couple, I really enjoyed them from the get-go. Very, very nice couple. And I think I was there for them. It was a very trying time, and I think I was able to alleviate a lot of their anxiety with respect to both the lawsuit as well as the medical treatment they were going through, some of the problems with billing. And so it was really satisfying for me that I was able to help them and alleviate some of their concerns while going through all of this.
Well, Gina, I really appreciate having some time to talk to you. Thank you for all you do for your firm. Really appreciate you. Thank you, Gina.
Absolutely my pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.